What makes me say that it's hypnosis, subliminal messaging, binaural beats, or frequency in itself? I'm a hypnotherapist by training. I've studied NLP, I've studied linguistics, I've been studying altered states of consciousness for majority of my adult life. More for my own personal resources, but also so that I can help my personal training and coaching clients improve their lives. Essentially using NLP, hypnosis, covertly to gaslight people into creating their best life possible. The first place I want to start is explaining what a pattern interrupt is. And a pattern interrupt, simply put, is something that breaks the expectations of default life and default experience to occur. When you're listening to a straightforward metal song, it's verse, chorus, 2, breakdown, and ending with a verse or a bridge or something like that. It's very expected. You can almost guarantee how it's going to go down. Sleep Token doesn't do that, obviously. It stops you expecting the same thing over and over. The first time that the summoning went viral on TikTok specifically was because of that change up right at the end. It goes from the atmospherics into that beautiful, oozy, soul, funk, just groove, and that's the thing that changed everyone's perception of them. The moment that you have that pattern interrupt, you're no longer in the normal consciousness. You're in an altered state. Hence why R.Y.S.E talks about, I am altered in alkaline. A pattern interrupt is really simple. I could do something like that, and that's a pattern interrupt to get you to refocus. Pattern interrupts happen all the damn time, and that's just one level of abstraction. Then we move on to the linguistic phrasing of his words. He's using a lot of things in hypnotic language called embedded commands, double binds, callbacks. Like, there's a lot of open loops that R.Y.S.E has linguistically put into his phrasing that makes people kind of stuck in the realm of the unconscious, waiting for things to finish, waiting for closure, waiting for the expectations of things wrapping up full circle. I think that's the reason why Euclid affects me so much, because it's literally closing off that entire loop. An open loop is starting with a story, moving down into levels of abstraction. A lot of the time, hypnotherapists will use some form of counting or some form of sequence to be able to get you to move down into your unconscious, where you're changing your alpha brain waves down into theta so that you can reprogram the unconscious. Fundamentally, the way that hypnosis works. The moment that you open up a loop, you can start a new story in an open loop that lowers it even further and allows people to move further into their unconscious mind, whilst the conscious mind is focusing on, hang on, you were talking about this thing up here. Think of the night does not belong to God. He's opening up with, the night belongs to you. And then it's ending in Euclid with that exact same phrasing. So it's come full circle, and that loop has been closed. And that closure of the loop is cathartic in nature. The moment that you have a story go full circle and you get this closure, you get this clarity, you get this crescendo. It's almost like a physical experience that we go through. The moment you have a great story wrapping up, like any hero's journey story does, you get closure. Think about the effect of watching the first 3 Star Wars movies, or watching The Lord of the Rings. Not that I've seen it, but it's something that I need to get to. Watching the Harry Potter, reading the Harry Potter series the whole time. Getting to that closure point at the end makes it really cathartic. The same thing as the end of Take Me Back to Eden. There's going to be further videos that I do talking and explaining the specific things inside of linguistics and inside of hypnosis, so that you guys can understand what's happening from I guess an unconscious mind, a hypnotherapy sort of perspective. There's a reason why I called it shadow work. Hypnosis is a great way of doing shadow work. So prepare for more videos on this stuff, because I absolutely love it.